Welcome to Flipped Classroom. Our subject today is number, and we are looking at the skill of prime and composite numbers. Our learning intention for this video is we are learning about prime and composite numbers, and our success criteria is I am successful when I can understand what a prime number is and understand what a composite number is. So let's start off with what are the factors of 6? From our factor video, and if you are not sure about factors, click on the link up in the top corner. We will remember that the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. But what are the factors of 7? And again, we can work those out, and there's only 2 factors of 7, 1 and 7. Now this is useful to know when we start working out composite and prime numbers. Prime numbers are counting numbers that have exactly 2 factors, itself and 1. An example is that the number 3 is a prime number because the only numbers that go into the number 3 are 3 and 1. The number 2 is actually a very special prime number. It's the only even prime number, and it only has the factors 2 and 1. Now the number 1 is not a prime number as it only has 1 factor. And listed down at the bottom is the prime numbers that are below 100. As you can see, there are plenty down the low end, but as we get further and further up, the gap between the prime numbers starts to get bigger and bigger. A composite number is a number which has more than 2 factors. So an example, the number 4 is composite as it has the factors 1, 2, and 4. And here I've listed the numbers that are equal to or below 100 that are composite numbers. As you can see, there are a lot more composite numbers that are equal or below 100 than there are prime numbers. I have an example here. State if the following numbers are composite or prime. So I have the numbers 45, 23, and 94. On the left-hand side, I have my thinking, and on my right-hand side, I have what I write down so that my teacher can see what I understand with this question. So for the 45, I find all the factors of 45, and I can see that the factors of 45 are 1, 3, 5, 9, 15, and 45. So I know that there are more than 2 factors of 45, so 45 is a composite number. For 23, I do the same thing. I try to find all the factors, but this time I only find that there are 2 factors, 1 and 23. There are no other numbers that go into 23. So 23 is a prime number. And for 94, I know it's an even number, and that automatically means that 2 is a factor. So knowing that, I can say that 94 is a composite number. So once you find a factor that is not 1 or the number itself, you can automatically work out that it is a composite number. So back for the first question, 45, I could have looked at it and said it ends in a 5, so it must be divisible by 5, and automatically know it is a composite number. For our reflection, I want you to think, is there a pattern that happens with the prime numbers? And see if you can find a pattern. As always, like the video and subscribe to our channel for more videos on maths.